Hello, people of the internet. Borzak here, and welcome back to yet another YouTube video. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing off my 100% custom LEGO Minecraft world. This is not the one you guys have been seeing. So the last one kind of reached its last update. Like, I was done. I was happy with it. But in the truth, I wasn't happy with it. And I wasn't happy with the world in general because while it looked pretty nice, that was the most I could say. It looked neat, but I couldn't really do much with it. And you guys know I like to do stop motion. I couldn't do stop motion with it because it was so cramped, then became really hard to do anything with because how high up it was once I added the underwater part. And it kind of just became too much to handle in general. And it didn't really look good to me anymore. It just kind of came off as cramped, and I was doing too much with it. And I think in Minecraft, I only think so deeply about this because it's like my favorite thing. And I think in Minecraft there's two different things. There's creation and exploration, like the two main points of the game. One is to create and one is to explore. And my first world was kind of the creation side of things, where I created something big and fancy, but you couldn't really explore much. And this world is going to be about the exploring. It's kind of big and open. It's the same size as my old world, but it doesn't really look it. So, yeah, without further ado, I'm going to stop putting it off, and I'm going to introduce you to my new custom LEGO Minecraft world. So here it is. And I know a lot of you are not going to like this as much as my old one. And that's just how things are going to be. But I did not like the old one anymore. And yeah, I don't want to prolong this any longer. So without further ado, I'm going to get over here. So this actually isn't custom. I got one of the village houses. This is a complete one. And I modded it a little bit so the dirt wasn't the hinge, like the dirt part on the side. I actually put some gray hinges in there. And I made it where it was easy to take off. And then on the inside, there is an armor stand, a bed, a furnace, an anvil, and a crafting table. I am very happy that you can get inside of it so easily. And that's so easy to remove. And Steve's chest for all of his stuff is outside of his house because there was no more room inside. Oh, excuse me. And once again, the farm has been transported because Steve has to have a farm. So here's his farm with all the food. Same thing from the village. This is one of the only village things that has not been destroyed now. And here we have the animal pen, once again, straight from the village. Kind of had to have this though, because Steve needs animals as well. And then throughout here, there's some trees, flowers, and such. And you can see here, there's a line where this goes from the grass biome to the snow biome, or the taiga. There's a taiga tree. And there's some mushrooms and different plants throughout this biome. And then no more flowers over there. And yeah, that's about it for this area. And then here's the minecart, which is one of the first things you notice is the bridge. So it's kind of hard to get the minecart to go through here because the fences. But the minecart leads you straight into the mine shaft where there is a mine, which is easily accessible. So this is another thing I wanted to do. I wanted to make this much easier to be playable, even though I don't really play with them, stop motion and stuff. So you can't really see it in there very well, but I have my flashlight with me. So there, over here, there's some iron. It always seems to be in the corner for me. And then over here, there's some redstone, some in the wall. That's the wall bit from the mountain cave. Here's some water coming from up there, and that lava is supposed to be coming from the roof, but you can see that it's not actually 100% touching the roof. And back there is some lapis. There's a big lava pool, and the water and lava hit, and there's some obsidian there. And back there is a cave spider spawner and some spider webs around it. And then there's another opening to another mine shaft. That there's just some black bricks back there to emulate that it's going back further when it's really not. And then here's this mine, and you can assume that this track would go out further, but it's being cut off by the world cutoff. yeah, that's about it for the mine. It doesn't look as big as you would think, but you can just look at the walls. There were so many bricks put into this. It is crazy. And coming outside, there's some coal, because coal's pretty common, and some of the snow, some of the taiga dirt blocks, and then some snow as we get higher and reach the snow mountain. So back over here is an ice lake, which is kind of hard to see with some trees around it. And sorry if the background gets a little distracting. And there's the beginning of another mountain bit that's being cut off with some snow, dirt blocks up there, and just snow. There's an emerald, and every ore in here is on top of one of these jumper bricks. So it's very easy to emulate mining, because I will want to do that for stop motions. Once again, here's the pool, and the mountain heads up a little bit, and here's this little hill bit. There is the fire. I assume there's no stairs or anything. There's another thing that you'll just have to imagine. But Steve gets up here and has a fireplace so he can just relax, or anyone who's up here. But this world is kind of supposed to be, it's just Steve, like no Alex or anything. But yeah, that's about it. Once again, it might not be easy to tell, but once you look over on this side, you could see just how many bricks went into this thing. It was pretty massive, and I'm pretty proud of how open this is. And if you're wondering how I got that roof to stay, it's 100% Technic, so I can push up on it all I want. Nothing's gonna break. So yeah, wouldn't it be funny if something broke? But yeah, that's it for this video, and that's it for my new world. I hope you all like it. Once again, a lot of you might not like it as much as my old one, but it is my stuff, and I like it way more. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I'll see you on the next one, and I'll give you a wide shot of the world. Goodbye.